Luxury makeup that's actually worth your money. I just did this full no makeup look using all of my favorite clean beauty products that are definitely considered more on the higher end, but are absolutely worth your money. I wouldn't spend my money on something that isn't worth it, and I don't want you to either. So I wanted to introduce to you all of my favorite things and show you how I got this natural, easy, effortless makeup look. I know you guys love asking where I got my jewelry from, so I wanted to introduce to you my jewelry right now. Very simple, chic, girly look. This is from Idol. It's a modular, buildable, sustainable, lab-grown, solid gold jewelry, and you can see how much I was able to build off of one tiny stud to add a second stud to add a dangly stud from my necklace. So I'll show you how I can make so many different variations with this earring. This is the front of the earring. So you put this in these holes and then you can put it any closeness that you want. So this goes underneath your lobe and this goes on top of your lobe. You can see that's how it is here, and I've kind of chosen my spacing, but you can make it so that they're fully touching, or you can make it with some space, or you can make it with a lot of space where it's like kind of hanging. Or you don't have to wear it at all. There's so many different options. I could wear it like this, where it's simple, where I don't have that bottom piece, or I could even wear it without the cuff at all. So first you start out with just a super simple earring, and then on top of that, point is that you can do so many different variations of jewelry with like one thing. This is all ethically sourced, handmade jewelry, 14 karat gold, like really, really good quality, but a really good price point because it's so diverse in terms of like use. So another thing you could do is take this off of this necklace, and then I could put this piece and hang it as a part of the ear chain. So you really just like layer and layer your jewelry, and it's so fun. See? Now I have a different style of earring, and then this is what it looks like with the cuff, with the earring. It is so freaking cute. I don't have extra piercings up here, and I have my second hole, which, if you really wanted to go crazy, how many fun different variations we can get with just one stud and build off of it. And I love it because I don't ever need to take this out. I can leave it in when I'm working out, when I'm in the shower. I never have to think about it. I just leave them, other than when I want to switch up the way it looks. So yeah, love Idol, code ABBYNEF10. Everything is going to be in my caption linked for you, so you can easily find these pieces for yourself. First product we're going to be starting out with is this Typology 9-ingredient face moisturizer. Overall, I feel like the price point of Typology is incredible, but also like the ingredients and the quality, and it's just unmatched in my opinion. Everything is French certified, and it's the cleanest, purest, most like raw ingredients that you could put into products. The packaging is amazing. It just feels and looks luxurious. So if you're looking for a good, just simple, clean moisturizer, the 9-ingredient moisturizer is my favorite for under makeup, for every day, daytime, evening, whatever the case. It's perfect. This is my favorite mineral non-toxic SPF, and it has a little subtle glow in it. It's from Iris and Romeo. It's the Weekend Skin, and it has vitamin C SPF 50. And I just love the way this feels on the skin and lays under makeup. And I finish off on my hands, of course. A new product that I'm loving so much is the Milk Hydro Grip. And I feel like everyone talked about this at one point, and I missed the whole like rave on it. I'm not usually like a primer person because I have drier skin, but I do find that I like to use super dewy products. So this on my skin, just like my forehead, places that I get extra oily, which are like here. That way you don't have to put as much powder on it. Using a primer actually keeps you from needing to use as much powder. And if you have drier, more wrinkly, mature skin, powder just will amplify those features and it will make it appear more than it already is. So sometimes you'll wake up and you'll look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, wow, I look great. And then you put makeup on, you're like, wow, my wrinkles are like so apparent and like dry. And it's because you're maybe not priming your skin or hydrating it properly or exfoliating properly, which we can talk about more in another video. But primer, this one by Milk, I'm really, really loving it. It keeps my makeup lasting, and it's not like super drying at all. Like, and it doesn't have any like pill or feeling. Like, all these products really lay together perfectly. The Typology Type 1 and Type 2, I mix them together as my base, but it's like the perfect skin, like overall. It's like your skin but better, and it doesn't have that much pigment to it, but it really just cancels out any redness that you have. So I just take a little bit of the 1 and a little bit of the 2, more so of the 1 right now because I am so pale in the winter, but in the summertime I can get away with just Type 2. And my favorite way to do this is to just mix it up with my hands and then just like working it around. And I gave that primer a moment to sit before we dove in. It's not even makeup, it's a serum, and it's a tinted serum, so it has more skin benefits. So when you ask me my daytime morning skincare routine, like, my skincare is in these products. I'm gonna let that kind of soak in a little bit, and then I'll use my beauty blender and kind of like blend it in even more. Now just going around with my beauty blender that I just got damp. My skin now has no redness, and you can see through it, so my skin is still skin, which is essentially what I always am going for. Now on top of that, if you want a foundation that's like perfectly creamy and luxurious and beautiful under everything, this Westman Atelier foundation stick, and this is an Atelier 3. Again, talk about it in all my videos. It's my most used foundation just because, again, undetectable. You can really just like, because it's my perfect match as well, I kind of just put it where I have redness or feel like I need a little bit more coverage, but you can go super light-handed with this. I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Face foundation brush and just like melt that into the skin. And you can see how evenly that is and how easily it blends, like done. It's foolproof, hydrating, but it's not greasy or oily, and it's not gonna move around. To add some life and dimension in my skin, the best contour stick ever on the planet, hands down 1000,000,000%, is this Biscuit Contour Stick by Westman Atelier as well. You're gonna be hearing a lot of Westman in this video because A, they've never done me wrong. B, every product from them is incredible. C, it's just worth the price. And it's just like insane. Like, all of the colors, the pigments, the creaminess, the feel, the magnet close, everything about it is worth the money in my opinion. So this is in Biscuit Contour Stick. I just go on my forehead, and then hollow of the cheek is here. Just gonna go at the very top line of that, kind of on that bottom edge of my cheekbone, but I'm still on the cheekbone. You don't wanna go too low because we're trying to create the illusion of our face being lifted. So I'm using my Makeup by Mario brush, and I'll have all of these products again linked for you in the caption below. And I just dab this in, and it melts in so seamlessly into that foundation, into the moisturizers, all the bases. I don't really know if Refi is considered to be non-toxic. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just gonna use their brow gel. I don't really have a non-toxic brow gel. I have one from Rare Beauty that I love so much, but in terms of like luxury brow gel, I'm gonna be totally honest, like I could probably pull out a luxury brow gel that I have, but like it's not something you really need to spend that much money on. Like, for example, the one from NYX is amazing. So not everything has to have a hefty price tag to be worth it. Going off what I just said, concealer, I have a few that I really love that I've been testing. They don't fit in the non-toxic category, so I'm just gonna stick with the tried and true, my Kosas concealer. I talk about it in every single video for a good reason. This is in color 2.5C, and it's the Revealer Concealer. It's great for all ages. It's super hydrating. It won't cake up as long as you do this method I'm about to show you. So you see the placement. I use a really good brush. This one's my Omnia 260 brush, and it's $12 or $11 or something, linked also. And I just will go in and blend out that product. And I realize already I put too much, so I'll just like use the palm of my hand, just like get rid of some of it, and then go in and just keep blending. And the more you blend, the better. And if you need to go back and add a little bit more where you feel like you are missing, do that, but just blend it so much, because I realize sometimes I'll just let it sit on top, and then when you set it, it will like cake up and look super thick. And if you're someone who's trying to avoid too much powder or wearing any powder at all, the more you blend it, if it's a good quality concealer, it shouldn't go away when you put it there. It should go down like one layer of paint would on a wall, right? Like it shouldn't come off. In patting motions, really working it around, and then I'll take some of that excess product and just run it over my lids to just cancel out any of that redness that I have. There's one part within makeup that I feel like I am an expert at really understanding and figuring out. It's under eyes, because I struggle with them the most. These little pods from Westman Atelier, they're little like eyeshadow pods, and I love them so much. They magnet together. I mean, they're so cute. And they're the perfect like natural crease color. I'm just gonna use this essentially as a setting powder, which this is in color Vanilla, and just throwing this all over on my lid. Pretty much my skin color, which I love about it. To deepen it up a tiny bit, I have color Beige. So again, same brush. This is my Morphe brush, nothing fancy, but I do really love it for the crease. Just gonna deepen it up a tiny bit. Remember, a no makeup look has a little bit of dimension on the lids, but it's still really subtle. In color Mimi, again, a Westman Atelier blush. I can't. Like, when I say Westman Atelier all day, that is 1000% accurate, and I stand by that. Again, have never done me wrong. So I put the product on the back of my hand to warm it up, and then I kind of just blot ever so slightly to blend it into that contour, and then up into the high points, kind of where a highlight would go, but it just adds some depth, some color. I love these blushes so much. I have color Chauchette, and it's also stunning. I take a little bit of it on my lid as well, just to bring the colors all together. And now that that concealer has been setting for a second, I take my dry Q-tip on my lid a tiny bit and under my eyes, just where I'm going to crease to take away the excess product, because we simply don't need it there. And when you smile, you'll be able to pick up the places that your concealer is probably going to crease. So I just dot away some of that product. My dog is dreaming. She looks so cute. Let me get a video. Read the thing. That's so cute. Okay, moving on. My favorite powder that I love to use, talc-free, clean ingredients, this by Mario, Makeup by Mario setting powder, and I love the one that is kind of like fair pink is the shade. And I use these little powder puffs like this from Amazon, go into the powder to where you have about that much on. Back of my hand, I just knock off like basically all of it because I don't want a lot of powder. We don't even need powder. If you see that milk primer that we used really took away a lot of that shine that I would get through here, but just for safety's sake. And you see I don't go all the way up because we took off the concealer there. Like, it's not gonna crease, it's gonna stay in place. We don't need powder all the way up there. If you find that your mascara runs, maybe do that if that would help you, but I'll go a little bit into my smile lines, and that's basically it. This is the Westman Atelier Highlight Stick Lit Up Color Nectar. One of my favorites that I've ever come across because it's not glittery at all. It has this really beautiful, like, iridescent shine without glitter, and it's really healthy and it stays put and it's not too sticky. It's honestly so stunning. I'm gonna use my Refi brow pencil, just a tiny bit on the ends of my brows, nothing crazy. Curling my lashes just a touch. This is my Shiseido lash curler. Highly recommend this one if you're in the market for a new curler. My mascara today is also from Westman Atelier. I'm not sorry. Everything from them is amazing. I'm gonna be using color Le Brun Clean. Le Brun, I don't really know. It's a brown mascara, perfect spoolie, super natural. If you just wanna deepen up your lashes, this is perfect. I feel like if you have super dark lashes, this might not show up for you. It's quite light in terms of like the color. I'm not gonna put any on the bottom today. For lips, I love my Say lip liners. This is in color Wink, and I'm just gonna put this a little overlining I just love these like old school wooden, easy to sharpen liners. So it's like good to get a really sharp edge. And then I take my ring finger and just kind of blot it out. I don't love a super sharp line. On top of that, my Typology lip oil, love them. They're in these cute little glass bottles. I love all the colors. This is in powder pink, one of my favorite colors that I have, because it's a little something, but it's also super soft. And that completes the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, a no makeup look that's just perfectly like done and complete and fresh, like young, youthful, bright, fresh, radiant, pretty much a go anywhere, do anything, anytime makeup look. Again, everything will be linked for you in the caption below. Let me know if you have any video suggestions, recommendations, things you'd like to see. I'm happy to make them for you. I also love to respond to every comment, so if you have anything to say, I would love to hear it. Until the next video.